Dandava Pranams, good morning to everyone. We are going to continue the reading of Sri Caitanya-Caritāmṛta. We are in Madhya-līlā, chapter 12, the cleansing of the Guṇḍicā temple. 177, text 177. 177. Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Caitanya-Caritāmṛta ki Jai, Srila Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī Prabhu ki Jai, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. So text 177. Yes? You got it? Sarva Bhaume Prabhu Vasanya Chena Bhama Pase Dui Bhakteras Neha Deki Sarva Bhama Hase. The Lord made Sarvabhauma-Bhattacharya sit on his left side, and when Sarvabhauma saw the behavior of Swarup Damodar and Jagadananda, he smiled. Sarvabhauma de Jana Prabhu Prasada Uttama Sneha Kori Varavaro Karana Bhujana. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also wanted to offer Sarvabhauma-Bhattacharya first-class food. Therefore, out of affection, he had the servers put first-class food on his plate again and again. Gopinathacharya Uttama Mahaprasada Ani Sarvabhauma Diyakohe Samuduravani. Gopinathacharya also brought first-class food and offered it to Sarvabhauma-Bhattacharya while speaking sweet words. Kahan Bhattacharjena Purvayada Vyavahara Kahanei Paramananda Karaha Vichara. After serving Bhattacharya with first-class prasada, Gopinathacharya said, "Just imagine what Bhattacharya's previous mundane behavior must have been. Just consider how, at present, he is enjoying transcendental bliss." Purport: Sarvabhauma-Bhattacharya was previously a Smarta Brahmana, that is, one who strictly follows the Vedic principles on the mundane platform. On the mundane platform, one cannot believe that prasadam is transcendental, that Govinda is the original form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or that a Vaishnava is a liberated person. These transcendental considerations are out of the ordinary Vedic scholars' jurisdiction. Most scholars are called Vedantists, so-called followers of Vedanta philosophy, consider the absolute truth to be impersonal. They also believe that a person born in a particular caste cannot change his caste until he dies and takes rebirth. The Smarta Brahmanas also reject the fact that Mahaprasadam, food offered to the deity, is transcendental and materially uncontaminated. Originally, Sarvabhauma-Bhattacharya was subjected to all the rules and regulations of the Vedic principles on the mundane platform. Now Gopinathacharya pointed out how Sarvabhauma-Bhattacharya had been converted by the causeless mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Being converted, Sarvabhauma partook of prasadam with the Vaishnavas. Indeed, he sat by the side of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sarvabhauma kohe, Ami Tarkika Kubudhi, Tomara Prasade Mora Ei Sampat Siddhi. Sarvabhauma-Bhattacharya replied, "I was simply a less intelligent logician. However, by your grace, I have received this opulence of perfection." Mahaprabhu vina keha nahi doya moya, kakere garuda kore aiche kon haya. But for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarvabhauma-Bhattacharya continued, "Who is so merciful? He has converted a crow into a Garuda. Who could be so merciful?" You know what is a crow? Crow, right?
Crow.
Gopal, crow?
No, es un nave.
El negro, el
Sí.
¿Cómo se llama el pajarito negro ese?
Buitre.
¿El cuervo?
No.
El samuro.
Cuervo. He has converted a crow into a Garuda. Who could be so merciful? Tarkika Srigala Sange Beu Kori Seimuke Evesada Kohi Krishna Hari. In the association of the jackals of logic, I simply continue to bark a resounding Beu. Now, from the same mouth, I am chanting the holy name Krishna and Hari. Beu. You know what that is? Barking. Beu. I repeat, in the association of the jackals of logic, I simply continue to bark a resounding Beu. Now, from the same mouth, I'm chanting the holy name Krishna and Hari. Kahan Bahirmukha Tarkika Sis Yagana Sange Kahanei Sange Sudha Samudra Tarange. We keep repeating that word Tarkika, logic. Whereas I associated with the disciple of logic, all non-devotees, I am now merged in the waves of the nectarian ocean of the association of devotees. Purport. As Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains, the word Bahirmukha refers to a person who is very busy tasting material enjoyment. Bahirmukha means non-devotees. Such a person always poses himself as an enjoyer of the external energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Being attracted by external opulence, the non-devotee always forgets his intimate relationship with Krishna. Such a person does not like the idea of becoming Krishna conscious. This is explained by Srila Prahlad Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam. Matirna Krishna Parata Swatova Mito Vipadyeta Griha Bratanam Adanta Govir Visatam Tamisram Punas Charvita Charvanam. Materialists who are overly attracted to the material body, material world, and material enjoyment, who cannot control their material senses, are carried to the darkest region of material existence. I'm going to repeat that one. Materialists who are overly attracted to the material body, material world, and material enjoyment, who cannot control the material senses, are carried to the darkest regions of material existence. This is explained by Srila Prahlad Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam. Such people cannot become Krishna conscious, neither by themselves nor by congregational effort. Such people do not understand that the goal of life for a human being is to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. A human life is especially meant for this purpose, and one has to go through all kinds of penances and austerities and set aside the propensity for sense gratification. Materialists always remain blind because they are always guided by blind rascals. A materialistic person considers himself free to act as he likes. He does not know that he is rigidly controlled by the stringent law of nature, nor does he know that he has to transmigrate from one body to another and perpetually rot in material existence. Such rascals and foolish people are lured by the prayers of their foolish leaders for sense gratification, and they cannot understand what is meant by Krishna consciousness. The material world exists outside the spiritual sky, and a foolish materialist cannot estimate the extent of this material sky. What then can he know of the spiritual sky? Materialists simply believe their imperfect senses and do not take instructions from the revealed scriptures. According to Vedic civilization, one has to see through the authority of the revealed scriptures. Shastra Chaksu. One should see everything through the medium of the Vedic literature. In this way, one can distinguish between the spiritual world and material world. If one ignores such instructions, he cannot be convinced of the existence of the spiritual world, because they have forgotten their spiritual identity. Materialists take this material world as the all-in-all. They are therefore called Bahirmukha. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhar Yuki Jai. Maybe you can give darshan to everyone who is following the reading. Our dear friends who are following the reading. Prabhu coge, Purve Siddha Krishna Tomara Priti, Toma Sange Ama Savarang Haila Krishnamati. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, from your previous birth, you have been in Krishna consciousness. Thus you love Krishna so much that simply by your association, we are all developing Krishna consciousness. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. I'm going to repeat this one. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, from your previous birth, you have been in Krishna consciousness. Thus, you love Krishna so much that simply by your association, we are all developing Krishna consciousness. Bhakta Mahima Badaite Bhakti Sukadite Mahaprabhu Vina Anya Nahi Triyagate. Thus, there is no one within these three worlds, save for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is always so willing to increase the glories of the devotees and give them satisfaction. Purport. In this regard, one should consult the discussion between Kapila Dev and Devahuti on the subject matter of devotional service. This is found in Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto. Tabe Prabhu Pratyeke Sava Bhaktera Nama Lanya Pita Pana Deoyaila Prasada Kariya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then took all the remnants of food offered to Jagannath, such as cakes and sweet rice, and distributed them to all the other devotees, calling them individually. Advaita Nityananda Vasiyachena Eka Tani Duijane Krida Kalahala Lagila Tatai. Sri Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu sat side by side, and when prasadam was being distributed, they both engaged in a type of mock fighting. Advaita kahe Abadutera Sange Eka Panti Bojana Karilun Najani Have Kongati. First, Advaita Acharya said, I am sitting in line with an unknown mendicant, and because I am eating with him, I do not know what kind of destination is awaiting me. Prabhuta Sanyasi Unhara Nahi Apachaya Anadose Sanyasira Dosa Nahi Haya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the renounced order of life. Consequently, he does not recognize discrepancies. As a matter of fact, a sannyasi is not affected by eating food from anywhere and everywhere. Nana dosera maskari, eisastra pramana, amita grihastra brahmana, amara doshastana. According to sastras, there is no discrepancy in a sannyasi's eating at another's house. However, for a householder brahmana, this kind of eating is faulty. Janma kula sila chara nayani yahara tara sange ekapankti bada ana chara. It is not proper for householders to dine with those whose previous birth, family, character, and behavior are unknown. Nityananda Kahe, Tumi Advaita Charya, Advaita Siddhante, Badhe, Sudha Bhakti Karya. Nityananda Prabhu immediately refuted Srila Advaita Charya, saying, "You are a teacher of impersonal monism, and the monistic conclusion is a great hindrance to progressive pure devotional service. Tumara Siddhanta Sange Korijai Jane, Ekavastu Vinasei Dvitiya Nahimane." One who participates in your impersonal monistic philosophy does not accept anything but the one Brahmana. We can read the purport and finish here. The impersonal monist does not believe that God is the only object of worship, and that the living entities are his eternal servants. According to the monist, God and the devotee may be separate in the material state, but when they are spiritually situated, there is no difference between them. This is called Advaita Siddhanta, the conclusion of the monists. So that's impersonalist. Monists consider devotional service of the Lord to be material activity. Therefore, they consider such devotional activities to be the same as karma or fruitive activity. The monistic mistake is a great stumbling block on the road of devotional service. Actually, this discussion between Advaita Charya and Nityananda Prabhu was a mock fight to serve as a great instruction for all the devotees. Sri Nityananda Prabhu wanted to point out that Advaita Charya, a pure devotee, did not agree with the monistic conclusion. The conclusion of devotional service is Vedanti tat tattva vidas tattvam jai gyanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti sabjate. Learned transcendentalist who knows the absolute truth call this non-dual substance Brahman, Paramatma, or Bhagavan. This is from Bhagavad Gita 1.2.11. Absolute knowledge consists of Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. This conclusion is not the same as that of the monist. Srila Advaita Acharya was given the title of Acharya because he spread the Bhakti cult, not the philosophy of monism. The true conclusion of Advaita Siddhanta is not the same as the philosophy of the monist. Here, Advaita Siddhanta means Advaya Gyan, or oneness in variety. Actually, Sri Nityananda Prabhu was praising Srila Advaita Acharya through friendly mock fighting. He was giving the Vaishnava conclusion in terms of the Bhagavatam's conclusive words. Vadanti tat tattva vidas. That sloka was from Bhagavatam, no Bhagavad Gita. This is also the conclusion of a mantra in the Chandogya Upanishad, Ekam eva viditi yam. A devotee knows that there is oneness in diversity. The mantras of the Shastras do not support the monistic conclusions of the impersonalists, nor does Vaishnava philosophy accept impersonalism without variety. Brahman is the greatest, he who includes everything, and that is oneness. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.7, Mata parataram nanjat. There is no one superior to Krishna himself. He is the original substance because every category emanates from him. Thus he is simultaneously one with and different from all categories. And what is that verse? Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. Right? Devananda? I thought that you kept the darshan of the Lord.
Oh, I can do that.
Yes, that's better. That the devotees can take darshan while we read about the Lord's pastimes. The Lord is always engaged in a variety of spiritual activities, but the monists cannot understand spiritual variety. The conclusion is that although the powerful and the power are one and the same, within the energy of the powerful there are varieties. In those varieties, there is a difference between one's personal self, between types of the same category, and between types of different categories. In other words, there is always variety in the categories, which are understood as knowledge, the knower, and the knowable. Due to the eternal existence of knowledge, the knower, and the knowable, devotees everywhere know about the eternal existence of the form, name, qualities, pastimes, and entourage of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Devotees never agree with the monists' preaching of oneness. Unless one adheres to the conceptions of the knower, the knowable, and knowledge, there is no possibility of understanding spiritual variety. Nor can one taste the transcendental bliss of spiritual variety. The philosophy of monism is an adjustment of the Buddhist philosophy of Buddhism. In a mock fight, Srila Advaitacharya Sri Nityananda Prabhu was refuting this type of monistic philosophy. Vaishnavas certainly accept Lord Sri Krishna as the ultimate one, and that which is without Krishna is called Maya, or that which has not existence. External Maya is exhibited in two phases: Jiva Maya, the living entities, and Guna Maya, the material world. In the material world, there is Prakriti, material nature, and Pradhana, the ingredients of material nature. However, when one becomes Krishna conscious, material and spiritual variety do not exist. An advanced devotee like Prahlad Maharaj sees everything as one, Krishna. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna graha grihitatma naveda jagat idrisham. Bhagavatam 7.437. One who is in full Krishna consciousness does not distinguish between things material and spiritual. He takes everything to be related to Krishna and therefore spiritual. By Advaita Gyan Darshana, Srila Advaitacharya has glorified pure devotional service. Srila Nityananda Prabhu herein sarcastically condemned the philosophy of the impersonal monists and praises the correct, non-dual philosophy of Sri Advaita Prabhu. And we can stop here. Jai Shri Caitanya-Caritāmṛta ki.
Jai.
Shri Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Gosvāmī Prabhu ki. Jai. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
You're going to read? Oh, yeah.
And we continue with Caitanya-Caritāmṛta tomorrow. And Devananda Prabhu is very keen to hear Sri Navadvipa-dhama-mahatmya by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. We started reading yesterday, right? And just because Srila Guru Purnima festival is coming very soon. And so the Navadvipa-dhama parikrama will begin. So this is kind of Monday is the Adivas, right? Sunday's Adivas and Monday parikrama. So you remember anything from the reading yesterday, Devananda, since you are so keen?
Yeah, well, I think Sachi was just reading the forward and
the glories of the Dhām, right?
Yeah.
She was reading just the glories of the Dhām.
start on
Okay, so we continue with the reading of Sri Navadvipa-dhama-mahatmya and Sri Navadvipa-bhava-taranga by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai. And we are in the chapter 1, the glories of the Dhām. So we continue. Sachi Didi was reading, and we are in page 40. Through the scriptures, the souls understood the nature of pastimes in Braja and the greatness of Braja and Radha Krishna's eternal pastimes there. Krishna Nama Kṛṣṇadāsa-mahatmya apara satrera dvaraya jane sakala samsara. Through the scriptures, the whole world understood the unlimited glories of Krishna's names and Krishna's abode. Tabu Krishna prema sadarane nahi paya, ihara karana kiva, chintaha hi jaya. Still, in general, souls did not attain divine love for Krishna. What is the reason for this? Consider it within your heart. Ihateache taika gudha tattva sara, maya mugdha jivataha nakare vichara. In this regard, there is a highly confidential subject that souls bewildered by Maya do not consider. Bahujanma Krishna Bayi Prema Nahi Haya Aparadha Punyatara Achaya Nishchaya. When souls serve Krishna for many births but do not develop divine love, then certainly they have made offenses. Aparadha Sunya Haya Laya Krishna Nama Tabe Jiva Krishna Prema Lavhe Avirama. When souls free from offenses chant the name of Krishna, they quickly attain divine love for Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Avatare Vada Vilakshana. Aparadha Sattva Jiva Lavhe Premadana. The special characteristic of Sri Chaitanya's pastimes is that souls attain the wealth of divine love even while they commit offenses. Nitai Chaitanya Boli Jai Jiva Dake. Subhimala Krishna Prema Ambek Sayet Take. Pure divine love for Krishna searches for souls who call out Nitai Chaitanya. Aparadha Badha Tare Kichu Nahi Kore. Nira Mala Krishna Preme Tare Anki Jare. Offenses do not obstruct such souls, and their eyes cry with pure love for Krishna. Hare Krishna, Nivedita, how are you?
I'm better.
So I'm reading in Bengali. Maybe you can understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand everything without the transliteration? So if I read this one, you see if you can understand. Maybe my pronunciation is terrible. Swalpa kole aparadha apani palaya hridaya sodita haya prema bodhe taya.
Prema bodhe taya. No, I didn't understand.
Okay, within a short time, offenses leave on their own. The soul's hearts become purified and divine love develop within them. Koli Jivera Aparadha Asankhya Durbara Gaura Nama Vinatara Nahika Udara. The offenses of the soul in Kali Yuga, the offenses of the souls in Kali Yuga are unlimited and unavoidable. There is no deliverance for the soul without the name of Gaura. There is no deliverance for the soul without the name of Gaura. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Ataeva Gaura Vina Kalite Upaya Nadeki Kotao Ara Sastra Pukaraya. Thus in Kali Yuga, I do not see any way without Gaura. And the scriptures proclaim this. Navadvipa Gaura Chandre Haila Udaya Navadvipa Sarva Tirtha Avatamsahaya. Gaura Chandra appeared in Navadvip, the crown atop all the holy places. Anja Tirte Aparadhi Dandera Vayana Navadvipe Aparadha Sadai Marjana. In other holy places, offenders are punished, but in Navadvip, offenses are always forgiven. Tara Navadvipa-dhama, the part of the Gaura Mandal where Mahaprabhu appeared, yeah? Tara Shakshi Yagai Madai Duibai Aparadha Kori Paila Chaitanya Nitai. The brothers Yagai and Madai are evidence of this. They committed offenses but attained Nitai and Chaitanya. Anjanya Tirtera Kata Raka Vai Dure Aparadhi Daitya Danda Paya Braya Pure. Brother, let alone other holy places. Offenders and demons are punished even in Braja. Navadvipa Sata Sata Aparadha Kori Anayase Nitai Kripaya Yayatari. In Navadvip, souls who commit hundreds and hundreds of offenses are easily delivered by the mercy of Nitai. Hena Navadvipa-dhama Jai Gauda Mandale Danja Danja Sei Desha Rishi Gana Bole. The sages say that the land of Sri Navadvipa-dhama in Sri Gauda Mandal is most glorious. It's almost finished, so we can finish this chapter. Hena Navadvipa-bhai Jahara Vasati Bada Bhagyavana Sei Lavhe Krishna Rati. Brothers, souls who reside in Navadvip are very fortunate. They attain devotion to Krishna. So we are talking about the glories of Navadvipa-dhama, the glories of Gaura Mandal, the land of Mahaprabhu. Navadvipa Jeva Kahu Karaya Gamana Sarva Aparadha Mukta Haya Sei Jana. Souls who once visit Navadvip are freed from all offenses. Sarva Tirtha Brahmiya Taitika Yaha Paya Navadvipa Smarane Sei Labha Sastre Gaya. The scriptures say that by remembering Navadvip you attain that which pilgrims attain by visiting all the other holy places. Navadvipa Darashane Kore Jai Jana Janme Janme Labhe Sei Krishna Prema Dana. Souls who see Navadvip attain the wealth of divine love for Krishna, birth after birth. Janme Janme. Yes? Karma Buddhi Yogeo Ye Navadvipa Yaya Nara Janma Ara Sei Jana Nahi Paya. Even souls who go to Navadvip with a materialistic motivation do not take a human birth again. Navadvipa Brahmite Sei Pade Pade Paya Koti Aswamedha Pala Sarva Sastre Gaya. All the scriptures say that while walking through Navadvip, such souls attain the results of 10 million horse sacrifices with each step.
Wow.
Navadvipa-vasi yei mantra yapa kore, si mantra Caitanya-haya anayase tare. Those who reside in Navadvip and chant their mantra, that holy mantra comes alive and easily delivers them. Anja tirte yogi dasha varse labhe yaha Navadvipa-tina ratre sadhi paya taha. That which yogis attain after 10 years in other holy places is attained in 3 nights in Navadvip. 3 nights. So we are reading this one because Nivedita. We are reading this one because it's the beginning of Navadvip Dhām Parikrama on Monday.
Okay.
So they do like 5 days parikrama, and then they celebrate Sri Gaur Purnima festival, the appearance day of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is on Friday.
Friday. Is it 14th, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, the 14th. So we are
Will
just,
you celebrating here? Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
on Friday evening we are fasting until the evening, and on Friday evening we do the celebration.
Is it Ekadoshi?
It will be Anukalpa, so we'll fast and then no grains. Anukalpa, yeah.
Big Mahotsav on Saturday. Jagannath Mishra Prabhu.
So on Saturday also another festival. So we can finish this last reading of the Glories of the Dhām. Anja tirte Brahma Gyane, Yei Mukti Haya, Navadvipa-bhava-taranga Snane Ta Gataya. The liberation attained through knowledge of Brahma in other holy places is attained in Navadvip simply by bathing in the Ganga. Salokya, Sarupya, Sarsti, Samipya, Nirvana, Navadvipa Mumuksu, Lavaya, Vina, Jnana. In Navadvip, even without knowledge of Brahma, seekers of liberation can attain residence in the Lord's abode, a form like the Lord's opulence, like the Lord's association with the Lord and absorption into the Lord. I'm going to read it again. In Navadvip, even without knowledge of Brahma, seekers of liberation can attain residence in the Lord's abode, a form like the Lord's, opulence like the Lord's, association with the Lord, and absorption into the Lord. Navadvipa Sudha Bhakta Charane Padilla Bhukti Mukti Sada Rahe Dasi Rupa Haya. Enjoyment and liberation personified bow at the feet of the pure devotees in Navadvip, and always wait upon them as maid servants. Yes? Enjoyment and liberation personified bow at the feet of the pure devotees in Navadvip, and always wait upon them as maid servants. Bhakta Gana Lati Mari Seidu Yettadaya Bhakta Pade Chadi Dasi Tabuna Palaya. Although devotees kick them and drive them away, these maid servants do not leave the feet of the devotees or run away. Sata Barsa Sapta Tirte Mile Yahavai Navadvipa Ekaratra Vasetaha Pai. Brother, by spending one night in Navadvip, souls attain that which is gained by residing in the 7 principal holy places for 100 years. Only one night in Navadvip. Hena Navadvipa-dhama-mahatmya Kaliteas Rayakori Jivahaya Para. Thus Navadvipa-dham is the best of all abodes. Souls who take shelter here in Kali Yuga are delivered. Taraka Paraha Vidya Dvaya Avirata Navadvipa Vasigane Seve Ritimata. The 2 forms of knowledge, that which liberates and that which nourishes, constantly and perfectly serve the residents of Navadvip. Nitai Janava Pada Shaya Yara Asha Sebakti Vinoda Gaya Paya Ulasha. Bhakti Vinod, whose aspiration is the shade of Nitai and Janava's feet, sings the glories of Nadia and rejoices. So this is Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Beautiful poems like glorification of the Dhām. Very beautiful, right?
Yes.
So we invite you again to come tomorrow, so we can continue with chapter 2, the nature and dimensions of the Dhām, in this wonderful book, Sri Navadvipa-bhava-taranga. Ki Jai.
Jai.
Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. What were you going to say?
Didi, I wanted to come Friday to do some seva. Do you have anything in the evening?
Yes, we will. We can. After we finish the program, we
Yeah.
can talk more about it.
Friday night Kirtan tonight.
Today. Okay. What time you are leaving?
No, we here.
You will leave here for what time?
Come at 7.
7. Okay,
Yeah.
that should be fine.
Yeah. We
So-
start with
so-
the arti
so-
and
I will
then
start work, so I'll leave now.
come back later.
So we invite everyone for tonight's Friday night kirtan,
Yeah.
starting with Aarti at 6, and we'll have a wonderful kirtan tonight. Everyone is welcome.
Hari Bol.
Hari Hari.
Hare Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama.
Hari Hari Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namo Namo.
Madhavaya Madhavaya Krishavaya Nama. Gopa Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana. Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan. Chaitanya
Parikara Shishi Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhari Ju ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Acharya Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Shri Caitanya-Caritāmṛta ki Jai. Jai Srila Kṛṣṇadāsa Kavirāja Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Navadvipa-bhava-mahatmya ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai. Navadvipa-dhama ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Saraswati Didi ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande.